my mouse. Good. Keep working, keep going, keep going. And time, squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Push-ups. 'And hold it low to build the back muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, push up. Now on your backs, crunches. So you go halfway up, halfway down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, let's get on your feet. Get a quick sip of water, and then come right back. So we're going to review the 360s that we did, the 3 angles we did last week. Then we're going to add on 3 angles. We're also going to do the counters with them as well. Some of you guys were here yesterday. It's going to be very much the same thing we did yesterday. So you got a head start. Lucky you guys. So we have our feet nice and strong. We're going to be in our neutral stance just like this. Angle 1, it comes straight down to the top of the head. Since this is a very powerful and very momentum-driven strike, we're going to use 2 hands at the same time. So I'm going to bring my fingertips on top of my elbows. I'm going to bring my hands above my head, and I want to kind of push my hips back to get a little bit more pop to my strike. Just like if I did a punch and I push my hand straight and I don't recoil it back, there's not a hit to it. I'm more pushing my target. I'm not hitting it. That's what this sort of is. It's a hit, less of you just pushing it there. You're not just placing your hands. So think of the 360 blocks as more of a strike back, less of you just like doing ancient karate and like kung fu. So it's going to be just like that. Let's see. 1, and back. 2, back. 3, good. 4, oh, I don't want to do 3, I'm sorry. So now we're going to do angle 2. So now it's going on the 45. So maybe the person is throwing a wild punch at your head, or maybe they have a knife and they're trying to stab you onto maybe the shoulder. Maybe they have a knife and they're trying to slash across. So that's what this strike would be known for. This one is a very popular strike and a very popular angle that many people are attacked with. So this is a very important angle to know. So this is the 45 one. We're going to do both hands at the same time. In a real self-defense situation, I wouldn't put both hands out. I'd rather put one hand out and punch and counter at the same time. So we're just going to, for now, just practice both hands. This way we can move on to the counters at a faster pace. So I'm going to bring both hands up and block. I like to bring both hands up like this and then out because then it helps with the counter. If you just work on doing up like this and one hand at a time, then it's going to be hard for you to imagine doing the counter and the block at the same time. So bring both hands up and out. You want to get your middle of your forearm to right about where your ear is on your head. And that's the 45 angle. That's angle 2. So when I say 1, just like that, make sure you bring your hips back a little bit. Let's see. 1, and back. 2, back. 3, and back. Good. Very simple. You guys definitely got that one down. So now angle 3 is now, it's more of a horizontal strike. It's still a quite high strike, but it's less of on a downward slash, more on a horizontal strike. Maybe they have a stick or a baseball bat or something like that area. So what you're going to have is your feet are going to be side to side, and I'm going to bring my both hands up. I'm going to use my chest and my back muscles to push my hands out to the side and try and make a 90-degree with your elbow and your bicep and your forearm. So it would be that way. Yet again, in a real self-defense situation, I wouldn't do both hands at the same time. Only the side that I need to block, so this way I can punch or counter if I need to. Let's see it. We're going to do 3 sets. Let's see. 1, and back. 2, back, and 3. Good. So now let's do the counters. Everyone seems to have this one down. It's fairly simple, but when you add the counters, that's when it gets a little bit confusing. So for angle 1, when it's going straight down to the head, it's kind of hard to counter from here. So what I like to do is I like to block and then go right into a punch. Oh, I just tried to hide my phone with my watch, and I'm going to throw my watch away now. So now you're going to block, and I like to throw a kick down the middle. It's a little bit simpler than throwing a punch and moving forward, and it makes me feel a little bit better. But if you guys want to throw a punch, that's fine as well. So you're either going to block and counter or block and counter, whatever makes you guys feel comfortable. Let's see, we're going to do 3 sets. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Now let's do the second angle. So on the 45, we're going to do 3 sets on both sides. So it's going to be 6 sets. We're going to start on the left. So the left hand is going to come up and block. Right hand is going to punch. So it would be just like that. And bring that hand right back to your face. So if you need to, you can throw another punch. And as I said, it adds to that popping power. You're not just pushing the person's face away from you. You're punching them. So when I say 1, just like that. 1. Good. 2, 3. Good. Let's do 3 on the other side. So now this hand, I'm going to bring this hand up, block, and punch right to the face. So it would be just like that. 1, 2, and 3. Good. All right. Angle 3 now. So now we were having both hands out to the side, just like this. Same thing with the counter. You can pop out and punch, or you can out and kick, whatever makes you guys feel comfortable. One thing I do say, if you are going to do the kick, do the opposite leg. So if I block on this side and kick with this leg, the power from the block is going to just knock me over, and I won't really be able to kick. So you want to counterbalance. So if you're going to do the kick, just do the opposite leg. So let's say you're going to block and counter at the same time. Let's see. 1, good. 2, and 3. Good. 3 on the other side now. So it's going to be block and counter or block and counter. Just like that. 1, 2, and 3. Good. All right, so very simple. Let's move on to the next 3 angles that we're doing this week. That was a review of last week. This week, this is what we're doing. We're doing the 4 angles moving on. So angle 4 is now same thing. It's the horizontal, still nice and high, but now you see it a little bit later. You're kind of delayed to your strike. Maybe you didn't have enough time to react, so you really can't extend your hands as far out as you would like. So you just keep your hands in nice and tight, and you absorb the hit. So it would be, yeah, this. It's kind of funny. So it's going to be just like that. Very simple. Let's see. 1. Good. 2. And 3. Good. Let's move on to angle 5 now. So now it's a horizontal strike, but it's a little bit lower. So maybe it's going more toward your abdomen, more towards your hip. So it's still going across, but it's angled a little bit lower. Just like if there was this one, it's maybe I have a stick and I'm trying to hit you across at your shoulder or your chest. This one is going across this way, not too much of an angle. So I'm going to be here. I just bring my hands out a little bit, and out to the side. So I make a 90-degree, hands out like this. Kind of like you're doing like the robot or something like that. Yeah. So when I say 1, just like that. Let's see. 1. Good. 2. And 3. Good. 6th angle, then we're gonna done with the 360s for today, is now the 45 going upward. So now maybe the person has a knife in their hand and they're trying to stab you. Maybe they have like a stick, like a very flimsy stick, and they're going upwards that way. It's the 45, but their hand is moving up. So I'm gonna have my feet set aside. I'm gonna bring my hands in towards me and push out that way. So you want to get your forearm right about to where your hip would be. Just like that. That's the 45 going up. And this is the last angle we're going to do today. So when I say 1, just like that, still bring your hips back to add in more of a pop to the strike. Let's see. 1. Good. And back. 2. Back. And 3. Good. So I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. I want you to practice angles 4 to 6. So that's 1, 2, and that way. So practice those. Next week, we're going to add the counters to it. So get those down really well. 2 minutes on your own. Go. Add a pop to it, everything. It's weird. Good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, so let's you guys get a quick sip of water, get your boxing gloves on, and come right back. That awkward moment when people walk by and I'm talking to like 3 screens. It's like, hi, how are you doing? Don't mind me. I'm being creepy. So, all right. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a little bit of a freestyle combination, and then we're going to go into our strike set. So since everyone here is BBT, we get to do a BBT strike set. So we don't have to go get confused by anything. It's just going to go right into it. So we're going to start off very simple in our fighting stance with our hands up. I want you guys to do a jab, jab. So I'm going to take my left hand, and I want to move forward into it. Just like that. So I'm moving forward. You can either do like the push motion. You guys are a little bit more, I guess, used to martial arts and used to boxing and Krav. So I don't really need to explain the 2-step motion. You guys kind of understand that. So the faster way of doing this is just to push forward with the back leg. That way. For the basic guys, I want to teach them how to shift their weight in between the punches. So that's why I say to recoil that way, because it teaches you how to shift your weight. You guys know how to do that already. So if you guys want to add speed to it, add a little bit more power, just push off with that back leg. Go for it. Jab, jab. Be explosive with that movement. Yes. If you want to add power into that jab, that's when you reset. So jab, jab. Yes, that's how you add it. So if you want to change between those two, do speed and then power, go for it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, going to be jab, jab, cross, hook, cross. So you're basically doing jab, jab, and then combo 4. One more time. Jab, jab, cross, hook, cross. Go. Good. I like the aggression I see, guys. You're really moving fast with those punches. That's what I like to see. There you go, there you go. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time for this one. You are going to need a very sturdy vertical target. So maybe a wall that doesn't have too much things hanging on it. Not a person. Don't use a person. I saw that, Gates. Maybe if you have like a wave master in your house, or if you have like a solid beam. That guy was back again. And then something like that. You want to use a vertical target. I'm going to change the camera angle in a little bit, but I'm going to use the wall. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to do your jab, jab. You're just touching your vertical target. I'm not going to physically punch it. Even though I have boxing gloves on, it won't hurt me, but I will damage the wall. So it's kind of up to you guys if you want to damage your walls. So you're going to do jab, jab, cross. I'm going to do a hook in front of the wall, cross again. Then from here, I'm going to take my left leg, I'm going to lean back and do a lead knee. Just like that. So it would be jab, 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 cross, hook, jab, lead knee. So I just lean back and lift my knee up. That's all you're going to do for now. Go for it. Yep, you're using the wall as a target. Nice, nice. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, so now what you guys are going to do, let's add more onto it. We're going to add creating space. So after the lead knee, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my lead foot down, take my right foot, place it on the wall, push off the wall, and go back into my fighting stance. So you're not kicking the wall, but it's still going to simulate what a push kick is like. So for a push kick, in order for me to make the kick really powerful, I have to not only make my leg straight, but push my hips into it. When you push off the wall, you're doing the relatively same thing. I'm going to be here. In order for me to push off, I got to make my leg straight. In order for me to have a good push, I got to push my hips behind it. And that's how you get the push off the wall. Then you do it again. So now I can move closer and really focus on covering distance with my jab, jab. So jab, jab, cross, hook, jab, lead knee, back leg, push kick. Jab, jab, cross, hook, jab, lead knee, push kick. Just like that. Let's guys go for it. Go. Don't destroy your walls. I'm sorry if you do. Careful, Gates. The things you do for Krav. get a quick sip of water, keep your boxing gloves on. We're going to go into your strike set 6 now. If you can see my hands, go for it. All right, so strike set 6. This one uses a lot of elbows, knees, and really weird sit-ups, which kind of help out in body control, body mastery, and working different muscles in the body. So it starts off with a combo 3. So in my boxing stance, my hands are up. I do my combo 3. Jab, cross, hook. From here, we did this a little bit last month. It was a rear elbow, a lead upward elbow, and then a rear elbow. So that was section 1. That's all we're going to be testing you guys on when it comes to strength testing at the end of this month. I do want to get a little bit into section 2 just because it is a kind of a weird movement into it. It takes a lot of thinking involved with it, which is kind of weird in a strike set, but it really helps out with body control. So I want you guys to just practice section 1. Jab, cross, hook, rear elbow, upward elbow, rear elbow. Go for it. Yeah, it's weird. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, so the next step into that, after you do a rear elbow, all of the weight is on the front leg. What the strike set is asking for you guys to do is to do a step up knee. So I'm taking my back leg, I'm stepping together with my front leg, doing a knee, and moving forward. So it's a step up lead knee. It's a weird thing to do. If I was doing that, I would just lean back and knee. So if you didn't want to move back, if you didn't want to step up and go for it, that's fine. But that's what they're doing. They're doing a step up knee into it. So that's what the next step would be. So it would be jab, cross, hook, rear elbow, upward elbow, rear elbow, step up knee. And then afterwards, it's a back leg round kick. So that would be the whole thing for, I think, section 1 for you guys. Because you guys are BBT, so they expect more of you guys. So they give you more to do. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this today. I'm doing a lot of that. So hands up, it's going to be jab, cross, hook, rear elbow, upward elbow, rear elbow, step up knee, and then kick. If you have a hard time with the step up knee, you can always just lean back and do the knee. It's the same thing, except you're covering distance with the first one. So practice that whole thing yet again. It's going to be jab, cross, hook, rear elbow, upward elbow, rear elbow, step up knee, round kick. And then you finish your section 1. Go for it. Don't kick the camera. Good. Nice. And time. So final drill we're going to do with the strike set, we're going to do something I do very similar with the Karate Kids. So now you're going to do it, but in slow motion. So you're going to have your hands up. You're still going to do it in the same aggression, but now you're going to do it in a little slower motion to really focus on the small details. So I'll let you catch your breath as you work a little bit more on the technique. Go for it. Five, four, three, two, one, and time. I lied. This is the last drill we're going to do with the strike set. So now, do the whole strike set as fast as you can. Ready, go! Yeah, nice. Hands up, ready, go! Fast, 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 fast. Go, 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 as fast as you can. Good, hands up, go! Fast, fast, fast. You got it, you got it. There you go, and last time, ready, and go! Good, all right, get a quick sip of water, get a pillow. Come right back, it's time for your challenge at the end. So this whole week for the karate guys is what we call Karate Olympics. So what that means is I give these guys an exercise to do within a small time frame. Their job is to do as many as they can of that exercise within that time frame. They record their number, and we tally up the points, and they see who's in first, second, and third, just like the Olympics. For you guys, I kind of want to do something a little bit similar, but it's up to you guys if you want to record your own point system. I know some people don't really want to. Some people are not too interested in that. They just want to do the workout. So it's up to you guys. And your goal is going to basically not try and beat each other, but try and beat your own score the next time you come to class. So every time we're going to do 3 exercises, and your job is just to beat your score during that time for the 3 exercises. First thing we're going to start over is we're going to do straight punches down to the pad. So you're going to have your hands up. The only way it counts is if you punch to the pad and bring your hand right back to your face. If you're just doing T-Rex punches, it doesn't count. You need to go all the way out and all the way back. Every time your hand comes back to your cheek, that counts as 1 point. So 5 points would look like this. Just like that. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Your job is to move as fast as you can within those 30 seconds. Ready, set, go! Good, keep moving, keep moving. You're almost there. 5 seconds. Don't stop, don't stop. And time. So now is the point. If you guys want to record your own score, now would be the time that you write it down, or you write down it on your phone, whatever makes you guys feel comfortable. So I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to write down your own score if you want to. Cool. So next thing is you're now going to do hook punches. So this is going to do a little bit more of an arm workout as an ab workout at the same time. So now I'm going to be here. I'm going to have to rotate my body over and do a hook punch this way. So every time your hand yet again comes back to your cheek, that counts as 1. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be hook punches, non-stop for 30 seconds. Really rotate your body over. Ready, set, go! Almost there. 5 seconds. Time. So now would be the time that you add up, record that how many hook punches you did in 30 seconds. I'll give you guys a little bit of time to do that. Next thing we're going to need is you don't need to have your gloves on, so you can take your gloves off and you can put the pillow to the side. Last one we're going to do is going to be the killer one. So some of you guys are going to hate me. You know who you are if you're going to hate me. We talked about this yesterday at dinner, so you know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do burpees. So you have your hands up. If you don't know what a burpee is, this is what it looks like. You get your hands to the ground, kick your feet back, bring your feet back in, and jump back up. That counts as 1. So your job is to do as many burpees as you can within 30 seconds. So 3 of them would look like this. Just like that. So your job is to do as many as you can. Last one, it's a good total workout, works out every muscle in the body. So hope you guys are ready for a good workout. Last one, 30 seconds, go! There you go, don't stop moving, don't stop, don't stop. It's only 30 seconds, you got it. 5 seconds left. Time. So now would be the time that you would add up your score and try and beat your score the next time you come to class. So hope you guys enjoyed this whole karate Olympic sort of style of workout and finisher. And then that is about it. A few announcements. We sent out our May calendar on our social media. We're going to send out an email of that very soon. Mother's Day is coming up, so if you guys know any moms who are interested, they get to train for free this whole month. So if you guys know anyone who is a mom or interested and maybe looking forward to something to do or looking for an exercise or something to do during this quarantine, let them know we're doing a 1 month free of Krav Maga training virtually. And that is about it. Let's bow out, and you guys are all done. Let's put our feet together, hands to your sides, bow forward, us. Bow to each other, us. High fives. You guys are all dismissed.